the review warrior.
So, I'm back again, ladies and gentlemen. This time I'm talking about my worst films of 2024. These are the films that I did not like. Or there's some films in this list where as the year went on, I kind of started to not like it. So, yeah, this one's going to be a very interesting one. I don't know how many of these films are going to be in you guys' lists, but I know for a fact some of them are going to be in some other people's lists. So without further ado, I'm going to start on my list. I'm going to stop rambling. So this is my top 10 worst films of 2024. And we're going to start with
number 10.
So number 10, it's a bit of an interesting one because I gave this film a B, I think. Either a B or a B minus when I reviewed it here on YouTube. Either way, Harold and the Purple Crayon got annoying as time went on. Every time I thought about Harold and the Purple Crayon, I kind of thought it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. Or it wasn't as good as I thought it was when I first watched it. But yeah, like I said, as time went on, I kind of thought, wait, do I really like this film? Why? You know, it's not good, unfortunately. Zachary Levi, I like him as an actor, but this has to be one of his worst films, along with Zooey Deschanel, and she's been in The Happening, for crying out loud. But either way, yeah, number 10's Harold and the Purple Crayon. Let's go to number 9.
Number 9.
So number 9, I do have mixed feelings about Venom: The Last Dance. I see what it was trying to do. It was trying to leave off on a fun, exciting thrill ride of a finale, but what we got was a silly... It was mostly Eddie Brock, the movie. There wasn't much Venom in the film, and it had one of the cringiest dance sequences I've ever seen. It involved Mrs. Chen and Venom dancing to a remix of Dancing Queen in Las Vegas casino. When it was on, I was like, oh my god, really? We've got time for this? Just carry on, get it out of the way. Who cares? Let's just get to see the Lethal Protector. But no, what we got is a bit of a hodgepodge. Should have been rated R like the other two. But in my, I don't know, Venom: The Last Dance, it could have been a lot better than it was. Again, all due respect to all the actors. Tom Hardy, love him. Stephen Graham, I can't remember who else was in it. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Venom: The Last Dance has to be my number 9 worst film of 2024.
Number 8.
Okay, so I am not really a fan of Bob Marley, so I don't really know I didn't really know what to expect from Bob Marley: One Love. I went in thinking it was going to be like a 2.5 hour biopic about Bob Marley, you know, what he went through and all that stuff. But what we got is just one little snippet of like the One Love concert that he made, obviously, you know, due to the name One Love. But what we got is just this boring, uninteresting biopic where literally nothing happens. Credit where credit's due to the actors. They did a fine job. The guy who played Bob Marley, he was good. But I just thought Bob Marley: One Love was kind of this boring, uninteresting film where literally we could have had more of his backstory. You know, could have delved more into his life. But what we got is what we got, unfortunately. And yeah, Bob Marley: One Love, number 8. I can't remember shit about it.
Number 7.
Okay, number 7. Once again, recency bias. I watched this on the same day as Wicked, and in my last video I said that I watched Wicked in one of the first days of December. That's a lie. I watched it in one of the last days of November. I don't know why I'm going into this because Red One was shit. Red One was... honestly, the whole time I was watching Red One, I was just like, oh my god, something going to happen. Please, just let something happen. This is so freaking boring. It's so uninteresting. J.K. Simmons was wasted playing Santa. Yeah, I know, J.K. Simmons playing Santa. This is from the guy who directed Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle and Jumanji: The Next Level. Mind you saying that, he did direct Sex Tape. That could explain a lot, actually. But either way, Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, look like they don't want to be there. And easily one of the most overinflated budgets. Like, I think it cost more than Artemis Fowl, and that's saying something because Artemis Fowl in and of itself was shite. But either way, number 7, Red One.
Number 6.
Number 6. What do you get when you have a film that tries so hard to be Kingsman, directed by the same bloke who directed Kingsman, based on a book by someone who went through all the stuff that's written in the book? It's Argyle. Who cares? It's Argyle, number 6. The thing about Argyle is that it tries so hard to kind of be this epic espionage thriller, but about halfway through, it takes a massive dip, and it goes so slow. It was just one of those films where you just like, nothing's gonna happen. I can see why we didn't get a DVD release of it over in the UK, because quite frankly, Argyle, not interesting, not a good film. The CGI was absolute crap, and yeah, number 6, Argyle. And now we come to my top 5 worst films of the year. You know the drill. You know, these top 5 films really piss me off in such a way. So number 5, we're just going to hop right into it. Number 5 is...
Number 5.
So let me ask you all a question. What do you get when the first film makes $1 billion, highest grossing rated R film of all time? They said they weren't going to do a sequel. Yeah, here we got Joker Folie à Deux. There's something about Joker Folie à Deux that really grinds my gears in the film, and it's a musical. Nothing happens. It's a courtroom drama. It's such crap. Poor Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, they look like they didn't want to be there, man. It takes such a stupid turn that it just basically makes the first film redundant. And once again, whose friggin' idea was it to make it a bloody musical? Like, whose idea was that? It's such a stupid idea. That's what made the film crap. It was a musical. Nothing interesting happened. Again, courtroom drama. Utter boring shit. I just wish Todd Phillips took some pointers from Clint Eastwood when he made Joe number 2. That's how you make a courtroom drama. This is shit.
Number 4.
Okay, number 4. Yeah, we're going down to the horror films now. We haven't had any horror films in here yet, so I think it's about time that we introduce one. Tarot. What a load of shit. Tarot. I can't remember anything about this film. I can't remember Dick. I can't remember who was in it. I can't remember how it ends. Can't remember what the hell happened. I thought it was easily one of the worst horror films of 2024, and yet we still got 3 more entries. And there is one more horror film in this list. But with Tarot, the acting was crap. Nothing happened in the horror film. And when the film finished, I was like, I'm out. See ya. Yeah, it's not good. Tarot sucked.
Number 3.
So number 3, I've got a bit of a story for this one. I posted my review of this on Instagram, and one of the people who starred in the film, you know, just reading a normal review, liked it, then they saw what I put, and then they unliked it. Basically, you shouldn't have starred in Imaginary. Imaginary tried so hard to be like this whimsical horror film, and in the last like half hour, it kind of delves into like this Tim Burton territory, which I thought was pointless because it doesn't go anywhere. It's like it was like a mix between Tim Burton and, you know, the bit in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey when they go through hell and they go through all like the nightmares and stuff. It was kind of like that, but done a hell of a lot worse. I wouldn't want to watch Imaginary again. Imaginary was awful. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't even recommend it to my bloody worst enemies. It was that bad. Can't lie, number 2.
Number 2.
Oh boy, okay. top two, baby. These two films really grinded my gears when I first watched them. I kind of tried to, put them in the right place. It was hard this year, but I'm sticking with my guns. Number two, Madam Web. Madam Web is the film that brought me back onto YouTube, made me show my face again. Because I just wanted to express how awful Madam Web was. Oh my god. It was part of that crap line, like the franchise of all the Spider-Man films without Spider-Man. What was the point? They cancelled them now after Kraven the Hunter, which I haven't watched yet, but I've heard it's awful. But with Madam Web, it shouldn't... I remember Dakota Johnson in interviews, she's just like, yeah, cool. I don't know anything about this shit. I don't know why I'm starring in it, but hey ho. And I mean, at least it catapulted Sydney Sweeney's career, so, she got off to a good start, at least after this shit. But anyway, Madam Web. Number two.
Number one.
So, we come to this, number one. My number one worst film of 2024. The film that pissed me off to no end. This is the film that I came so close to walking out of. And this film, it really infuriated me to no end. Borderlands. I can't express how much I hated Borderlands. Holy shit, it was awful. I know I'm being dramatic here. I don't give 2 ounces of a shit. Borderlands was incredibly awful. I hated every minute of it. Whenever Jack Black was on as Claptrap, I wanted to jump in the screen, disassemble him, and just crush down his bloody pieces. I'm getting angry just thinking about it. I do apologise. And you can tell that it was meant to be rated R, but Lionsgate was just like, no, screw that idea. We're making a PG-13, for the kids. Poor Kate Blanchett, poor Kevin Hart, poor Ariana Greenblatt, poor whoever was in this film for starring in such an atrocious film. I'm so sorry to everyone who starred in this film, but I'm gonna have to say that Borderlands is my number one worst film of 2024. Take your crown and run. I swear to God, it's just piss off. So yeah, that's my list of the top 10 worst films of 2024. I'd like to know your lists in the comments below. If you wanna tell me what they are. I've been the Review Warrior. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for keeping around, all 312 of you. Thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate you all. And hopefully with a bit of luck, 2025 will be a lot better. Hopefully we won't have shit films like Borderlands or Madam Web. We shall see. But anyway, I've been the Review Warrior. Thank you so much for watching and checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe if you want to. I'm not going to force you. But anyway, see you in 2025. Toodles.
Thanks for watching the review. Any recommendations, just comment below and let me know. Remember to like and subscribe.